Test. Are we working now? To everyone. Oh no. Oh, now we're working. To everyone who's watching the replay, who without a doubt just clicked off the video, because the key to YouTube is having an amazing first 5 seconds, and the first 5 seconds of my live stream, this video, was me talking silently. So all the replayability of this live stream is now dead. So I guess I can just kind of treat this like a normal live stream now. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to cover a lot today. We're going to build cool apps with AI. We're going to use Claude. The microphone. Every live stream audio issues. Every single live stream. We're gonna build cool stuff. I gotta get unflustered now. We're gonna build really cool things. First of all, with Claude Code, you're gonna learn about Claude Code. I'm gonna cover the XAI Hackathon I was at all weekend. I vibe coded 24 hours straight. I did not sleep much this weekend. So you will be seeing me drink a lot of coffee and water during this live stream. You want to see what I built for the XAI Hackathon? So for those who don't know, there was a hackathon this weekend at the XAI headquarters. I was there, the XAI headquarters. You should try anti-gravity again. There's Opus now on it. All right. I feel like this is... Oh my God. Anyway, let's go over the XAI Hackathon. If you can even hear me. I don't even know if you can. My whole computer is absolutely... Stick with me here. I didn't sleep this weekend, and of course now everything is messing up. Stick with me. It'll be worth it. Stick with me. We're going to make this work. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. I promise you. Stick with me through all the technical issues. All right. Hi, I sent a message right now for an invitation code for Floweth. Can you send it? I'd like to test the use case. I sent all the invitation codes, so you better go to all the other replies where I sent invitation codes and try them all out, because that's the only way. You better hope someone else didn't use their code. So we had a hackathon at XAI this weekend. It was really cool. I met an unbelievable amount of cool people. Do you want to see what I built? So here's what I built. So let me give you a setup of what I built for the XAI Hackathon. So it was 24 hours long, and you just had to build something. And there was like 10 different tracks. There was like the X API track where you build something for X. There was like a Grok voice track. There was like an ads track. There was a personal assistant track. So I went with the X track. I wanted to build something for X using the X API. So you want to see what I built? Here we go. I'll share my screen. Let me know what you think of this. You have to be honest. Let me know what you think about this. Is it cool? Is it not cool? Does it stink? Does it not stink? You got to be honest. Oh, I got to do the thing where I make this, because YouTube automatically makes every live stream for kids, which turns off the chat like 10 minutes in. I gotta tech is, you go an entire weekend without sleeping, and then nothing ever seems to work out with the tech. Save. All right. So here's what I built. Do you notice anything different about your screen? Do you notice anything different? Here we go. I built X Studio, this thing right here. You see that? Did you end up going home to sleep and get bullied? Yes, I ended up going home to sleep and I got bullied. I left a little bit to sleep. Here's what I built. Hey, Dad, how's it going? What's up, son? How you doing, Phantom Platypus? X Studio, you see this button right here? Boom. All right, let me present the challenge. Let me present what I'm solving first. So this is what I built for the XAI Hackathon. 99% of people on X are lurkers. 99% of people on X do not create content. That's not good. You want more people creating content. The more people creating content, the better X is, because you have a larger field of content to pull from to show people high quality content. So you want more people creating content. The issue is people don't know what to write about. Most people don't know what to write about. They don't know what their interests are. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. So I built, what they do is when they hit post, they look at this screen and it's just a blank screen. They don't know what to put into it. Alex, I've heard several people say Claude Opus feels nerfed these past few days. What's your take on it? I hear this every single time a new model comes out. Oh, it feels nerfed. It feels nerfed. No, it's skill issue. It's not nerfed. It works perfectly fine. I built the entire app I'm about to show you completely with Claude Opus. Hey there, Alex, you legend. Been learning a lot from you. Hey, CG Labsci, you legend. Thanks for learning from me. Happy to be of service. Twitch community's here. Frozen Fusion from the Twitch community, Captain. Happy Monday. Good to see you. So I want to make it easier for people to be able to come in and come up with ideas for X. And you gotta be honest with me about this, if this is helpful or not. So I hit X Studio. I built X Studio, an AI-driven content composer inside X, right? So you just hit X Studio inside the content composer. It pops open this modal. So you have your content composer in the middle. Over on the left-hand side is your top tweets. So you have your hits on the left and join the conversation on the right. Your hits are your best tweets of all time. These are the ones that got the most likes. So there's two ways to make good content on X. The first is finding your old content that works really well and repurposing it and remixing it, right? And then the other way to perform well on X is to hop on trends, hop on trending topics, join the conversation, right? So this is how it works. You can see your top posts on the left, and you can either edit them. So you click edit, and it takes the post and it puts it in the editor, and then remix it however you want. Or you can click remix, and Grok will remix your post for you. It'll find different angles. It'll find different ways to write content. It'll find different ways to reword things. So you have the same post and you can post it again. That's on the left-hand side. Now I see you have 3 different options. Boom. On the right-hand side is join the conversation. The way this works is it takes your top 100 posts, gives it to Grok, and then Grok figures out your top 3 pillars, like your 3 content pillars, right? So mine is AI coding tools, Claude Code, Vibe Coding Academy. And then it finds the trending stories under those pillars and shows you the trending stories and then the top trending posts in those stories so that you can join the conversation. So you can join the conversation. And then if you want, you can say join the conversation here. And what we'll do is Grok will actually find 3 unique angles you can take in this conversation. It'll find 3 unique angles you can take in this conversation, and then you can start composing the post. So it's not about using AI to create content. This is not AI creating content. This is AI figuring out what worked for you in the past and finding new angles, and also finding you stories that are relevant to your interests and helping you join those conversations. It's not about putting slop on the timeline. It's about using AI to find new ways to create content. So it's not creating the content for you. It's finding the angles and the conversations for you to join. What do you think about this? Useful, not useful? If we keep building tools to write AI content, 1, content will be meaningless. 2, non-AI content will become more valuable. This is Dwaynek3940. I disagree. 1, well, first of all, I don't know if the framing of your question is that this is an AI writing you content. That's not what this is. AI is not writing you content. AI is remixing your old content. So it's taking your old original content and remixing it in different ways. And it's also helping you find different angles in existing conversation. So, hey, look, you're talking about this subject. Here's ways you can talk about different angles to talk about the subject. Content will never be meaningless. So to counter your number one point, content will get meaningless. No, content will never be meaningless ever for the rest of our lives, no matter what happens. Even if all content is AI content, it will never be meaningless. Because that's how you learn things, is through content. If content disappeared, would people are going to stop? Well, oh, AI created this TV show. I'm not watching TV anymore. So content will never. That doesn't mean anything. Saying content will get meaningless doesn't mean anything. That's a meaningless statement. Non-AI content will become more valuable. That's for sure. If everyone uses AI to write content, non-AI content. Well, actually, I take that back. I disagree. If AI content starts getting better than human content, people will prefer AI content. People only prefer AI content, right? People only prefer human content right now because it's better than AI content. AI content stinks. But if AI content was better than human content, then no one would read human content. Human content would be less valuable. People just want high value content. Doesn't matter who it's by or anything like that. If like the authenticity of something mattered, then people wouldn't be eating like Doritos. But people eat Doritos anyway because it tastes better than other food, because it tastes better than broccoli, right? If like the organic quality of something mattered, no one would be eating Doritos or, cupcakes or chocolate chip cookies or McDonald's. They'd only be eating broccoli. But people eat chocolate chip cookies and cupcakes and Doritos because they taste really good. Just at the moment, AI content is not as good as human content. So that's why no one reads human content, or no one reads AI content. I didn't sleep this weekend. That's why I'm stumbling my words a little bit. Would you guys use, if this was built into X, would you use this? That's my question. Like look at this, right? You have your post in X Studio, you click X Studio and it opens that AI editor. Would you use this if this was built on X? Or would you not? Also, let me know if you would not use it. People don't eat snacks for authenticity, flavor, and convenience is important. Well, is that not the same thing with content? I don't think people consume content for authenticity. They consume content because they want to learn something. They want to be entertained. They want to think about things differently. The issue is right now, AI is not more entertaining, doesn't really teach you much, and is not more interesting. But what happens that day where AI content does become more entertaining, does become more interesting? What happens then? I don't even know what you're saying, DBFRFR. I feel like my chat, like 50% of my chats, people just saying random words. I don't understand. Then we're doomed. People eat content for flavor and convenience. Is half my chat AI? People just come in and just put random words in? Like, what does this mean? I don't even know how to, people eat content for flavor and convenience. Like, what is that? Is that English? I feel like we've had 2 straight days of everyone just being drunk in the chat, saying random words. Is that DBFRFR has to be AI? What is that? That's not a sentence. I saw one video on YouTube. Someone teach AI to avoid words that sound AI crypt, become very natural and human. Is everyone AI? What is that? I saw one video on YTube. Someone teach AI to avoid words that sound AI encrypt, become very natural and human. Can we run our chats through like an AI before we post them so that they make any sense at all? Please? The question is, why wouldn't you use it? It would make X less of a polarized bot farm fighting over political issues. I'm thinking about release. So I might release this as a Chrome extension, because this is right now is a Chrome extension that injects this into X. It just injects that button into X. I am not AI. I am a human. And then a star emoji. I feel like that's what an AI would say. It's not about AI or human. The only concern should be quality and fact-checked information. AI just allows you to do more stuff than ever before and lets you concentrate on more important things. I completely agree. B Stormy. So many people are against AI content, and it's only because AI content stinks. But what happens when AI content's better than human content? Chrome extension, great idea. If I release this as a Chrome extension, would you guys download it? I guess you would just need to put in your X. I would have to monetize it though, because I can't make it bring your own keys because you need to plug in the X API. And no one would use this if they have to go create an X API account. So I need to use my own X API. I could just make this a part of Creator Buddy. So that's what I built at the XAI Hackathon. I did not win. I did not win the XAI Hackathon, unfortunately. And I did not get to see who won because they announced the winners and there wasn't enough time so no one could demo their stuff. So I just know the name of who won, but I don't know what their app does. I think this is pretty cool, though. I even gave them the GitHub link. I gave XAI guys a GitHub link. I said, hey, take it. If you want to implement it, it's all yours, baby. I just wanted to win. Winners of the hackathon got a all-expense paid trip to the next space. You can't hear me? Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. This guy's okay. He's trolling. Guy's trolling. Winners got an all-expense paid trip to the next SpaceX. If you say can't hear you and you can hear me, I ban you from the chat. So I just banned that guy. Fix your audio. Winners got an all-expense paid trip to the next SpaceX Starship flight. I think it was the person who used AI to inject ads directly into TV scene, so it's not cutting to commercials. Yeah, so there was a winner for each track. There was a winner for each XAI track, and there was like 8 tracks. There was like 8 tracks, so there was like 8 winners. That person, the TV scene ads. Oh, should you want to? I can probably find it. You want to see the winner? It was an interesting concept. I highly doubt anyone who makes like the TV shows would want someone to inject ads directly into the TV show and kind of ruin the art. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can find. I want to show you the winners. You want to see the winners? I'm on the XAI Twitter account. Let's see. Do they post it? XAI Hackathon. Let me find this. So when you said watching, did you mean something else than what I mean? All right. So I get this sometimes. And let me be very clear. This might be new for people, the concept of a live stream. But you don't just do the one thing in the title for all 2 hours. There's a buildup. You talk about different things, you cover different things, and then you get to it. So yes, we will be using Claude Code to build things. Am I right now? We will get to that. I'm just covering what I did over the weekend, then we get to it. Am I right now? Have you ever watched a live stream ever in the history of mankind? Right? You ever watch a live stream? They do many different things, but then they focus on the one thing that's in the title eventually. But it's long form. This is long form content. We're going to be going for 2 hours. This is a 2-hour piece of content today. So we're covering the XAI Hackathon. Then I'm getting to building with Claude Code. If you don't like that, you can log off. You can check out the rest of my YouTube where I have very dedicated Claude Code videos. I have 100 Claude Code videos. You just want to go to my channel and watch a 10-minute video on Claude Code. Am I right now? You could do that. Or what you're doing right now is you're hanging out on a live stream where we hang out and we chill and we talk about things and we have fun and we laugh and we make fun of people like you. It's a variety hour. It's a variety hour, right? You watch SNL. SNL is a comedy show. They have skits and comedies, but they also do concerts. They also do a little crowd work. They do a little intro monologue, right? It's a variety hour. We're doing the live streams. Welcome to the world of live streaming. Am I right now? I'm sure this is your first live stream of all time. It's a variety hour. Am I right now? What's up with your App Store project? We can keep building that. We still have that going. I got to drink so much coffee. I didn't sleep at all this weekend. Got to hang and catch the vibes. Yeah. Am I right now? Catch some vibes, man. Well, here's what I'll do for you, Am I right now? Here's what I'll do. I'll ban you from the chat, which I'll do right now. And what you can do is you can then go. That'll save you some time so you don't have to complain in a live chat anymore. And then you can go and you can watch my 10-minute videos on my covering Claude Code and all that. So instead of sending 5 messages complaining that we're not doing what you want, we're not doing what you want us to do, you can go and watch other videos that do those things. Would that be better for you? Am I right now? I'll save you that time. I'll save you that time. Why didn't you get much sleep this weekend? Says Dallas W3E. Because I vibe coded for 24 straight hours at the XAI Hackathon. That's why I'm wearing this XAI, very nice shirt, XAI Hackathon shirt. If you would have won the ticket, would you stream using Claude Code in space? Yes. The winners get sent to space. It's not the first time in history that I've been on YouTube Live where the first 15 minutes was fighting with the chat. I wish I didn't have to fight with the chat. I wish I didn't have to fight with the chat. Let's see here. They got the video. There's one where a guy, here it is. So this person, this is one of the winners right here. He injects ads into TV shows. So like if you're watching like Friends, the AI will make them hold a Pepsi can halfway through. Something tells me the creators of these TV shows will not be happy with them injecting AI ads into the middle of their shows, though. Not to be bitter. I was told I need to be more humble. But like, let's be honest for a second, not to crap on these guys. This is a really cool concept. This is never going to be implemented into Netflix, right? The TV show creators, like the creator of Friends, is never going to let the characters hold up Pepsi cans and inject ads all over the place where the characters hold up like Beats headphones. They're not going to it's never going to happen. They're not going to allow this to happen. Like, you think Quentin Tarantino, when they put Kill Bill on Netflix, be like, oh yeah, make the bride hold up like an athletic greens container halfway through? You think he's going to let them do that? No. But X Studio, this is realistic. This could be implemented. This could be implemented today and help people today. I should have got extra points for building something that's realistically going to be could be implemented. If I worked at X, I'd implement it. Like, this will never be implemented. The ads in the videos, that will never be implemented. The creators of all these shows will never let ads be injected into their shows like this. But I think this is a realistic way you could be creating content on X. I don't know. X Studio is actually useful. Yeah, I feel like this is a tasteful, right? Because what's the way people use AI right now in X? You hit this grok button, say this is a post, and then you hit this grok button, which you can't even find here. Here you go. Enhance your post. Here's how they use AI on X right now. You can repurpose it as an emoji madness. What the hell does this mean? Is this helpful? They're not using AI at all for content. This is awful. This is what people want to use Grok for when it comes to content. Oh my God, this is a post Slay Besties with all these emojis. Or, oh, I can repurpose this as an old-timey prospect, a rapper. How would a rapper say this? Yo, this is a post that roasts the most, boast and ghost mode coming at you coast to coast. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. Explain the back end of your app. Well, this is a Chrome extension so that you can see what it looks like. Because when you use Chrome extensions, you can inject things into websites. So the Chrome extension is injecting this button right here into the website. And then this is just a Next.js app as the back end that's plugged into the X API to pull all your posts, as well as the Grok API. to use AI functionality. So that's how the app works. The issue you are going to have is that with the production studios and the actors, they aren't going to get the endorsement money for the injection. It will become a licensing permission. Exactly. I vote for putting X Studio into Creator Buddy, says Modelier. Modelier, should we put it into Creator Buddy, like the app itself, or should I release this as an extension that is like that you can only unlock when you get Creator Buddy? I don't know. Anyway, let's build with Claude Code, huh? Let's build with Claude Code. Now that guy who was complaining can be happy. The guy that was complaining and demanding we do everything he wanted us to do. Should we work on the iOS app that we were working on, or should we work on the Vibe Code App Store? Maybe we do the App Store. Maybe we go back to the App Store today. Make it separate. Sell more things that are simple. Yeah. Browser extension that uses Creator Buddy API and auth to verify account status. Okay, so it's a part of Creator Buddy. No, not even glazing. Your X Studio is useful. Thank you. I think I got to make it a part of Creator Buddy. App Store, been a while. Yeah, let's do the App Store. Is it live right now? All right, let's work on this. Oh yeah, we just redesigned the UI last time we were doing this. Oh, it's looking much better. It's looking much better. I forgot that's the last thing we did a couple weeks ago was redesign the UI. By the way, this is not the final name of the app, Gemini app. That's not it. It's only that because we started building this in Gemini. So for those just joining or haven't seen one of these before, do these work? Oh, they do work. That's awesome. We're building on an AI app store for vibe coded apps. Solo built vibe coded apps. It's also part social network. Let's see, does that work? Yeah, we got to fix some of the UI stuff here. So you can chat with people, chat about different topics, see the top builders who's releasing apps now by different categories. There's hackathons every week where you can build out apps. What's that X button? Oh, let's see, view. What does the hackathon look like on here? We just redesigned this the UI. It's basically a product hunt for vibe coded apps so people can get more discoverability. I think the issue is a lot of people that vibe code apps, not a lot of discoverability. This will help you get discoverability. Side note, I am absolutely addicted to Arc Raiders. It is like the best video game in the last 10 years. Holy crap. All right. Let's keep building this out. Let's take a look here. So we got our apps here. Can we upvote? Does the upvote work now with this new redesign? Yep, that looks good. Which AI did you end up using the UI from? Oh, so we did, for those who missed it, we did a test of all the, let's put some background music on. We did a test of all the AIs a few weeks ago to see which could make the best UI. We did Claude Code, Gemini 3, Google Stitch, Figma, all of them. V0 made the best UI. This was, I thought, the best UI of all the ones we had. Arc Raiders is like crack. Yeah, it's insane, man. It's insane. I can't get enough of it. I stay up late every night. I can't get enough of it. I skip meals. It's amazing. What do you like most about Arc Raiders? Killing people in it and taking all their loot. All right. We love you, Alex. Aw, thank you, TYLL_D. Thank you. That's very nice of you. All right. Let's see what we can build out here. So let's see what the builder screen looks like. Let's see what we can enhance. So builder leaderboard, see who's building the most loved apps. Let's see, leaderboard. Oh, so that's leaderboard. Builder leaderboard, community is the chat, builders. So is this the same button? Yeah, it does the same thing. All right, well, let's do this. What should the difference between builders and leaderboard be? Let's pull open Claude Code and get to work. Now, like the guy that was complaining at the beginning. You happy now? We're getting to work, baby. We're getting to work. All right, here we go. Window, Vibe App Store. Let's see. Are you doing the expedition? I'm going back and forth, but I think I'll do it. I think I'll do it. Why not? I wish there was better rewards, but I understand why there's not better rewards, but I think I'll do the expedition. I gotta find, I'm like stuck on like cooling fans. I gotta find more cooling fans. Where the hell do I find cooling fans? What subscription for Z0? I assume you mean V0. I don't know, just go to v0.com or whatever and subscribe. I've been getting killed at spawn lately, Narc, because before every game finishes loading, like people are bored and just camping the spawns. I camp extracts. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the biggest rat in Arc Raiders. I am the biggest rat in Arc Raiders. All I do is, I'm gonna say this also just as a side note. My dream is to become so rich one day, I can just stream video games and it doesn't matter. Like right now, I can't stream video games because no one would watch and no one would care. Like if I turned on Arc Raiders right now and started playing in front of you, the watch count would go from 64 concurrent to like 5 concurrent. Plus, no one would care. So I hope to get FU rich one day where it doesn't matter how many people watch and I can just stream playing Arc Raiders and it doesn't matter. But right now, it matters because I have to make a living. And the way I make a living is by making content people are interested in. So I have to do content people. I mean, I'm interested. I like this, but like I'm really interested in Arc Raiders. So it is what it is. Just curious how you convert the UI from V0. I tried doing my own project and ran into a lot of issues, says Hunter Moen. Hunter Moen, what we did was very simple process. We went into Claude Code. We said, hey, I want to redesign this UI in another AI. Can you give me a very detailed breakdown of what this app is? And then we took that description from Claude Code in here and we put it into Figma. We put it into V0, all of them, all the AIs. And then we hit enter. They built out all the UIs. We chose which one we liked the best. And then we screenshotted it. We put it back into Claude Code. We went into the winning AI and we said, hey, I want to take this UI and build it out elsewhere. Give me the most detailed breakdown of how this UI works ever. And then we put it into Claude Code and Claude Code was able to recreate the UI. That's how we did it. V0 looks like it changed all the pages, modules, not just the homepage. Impressive. Well, what we did, Slender Morris Furnishings, was we just took the description of the UI from V0 and gave it to Claude Code, then had Claude Code redesign everything. So it was a little bit of a cheat we did. How cool is this XAI shirt, by the way? Oh, you gotta hide this. I was driving around in my Cybertruck this morning in my XAI shirt. I felt like such a Elon guy. I was such an Elon guy. I was one of those guys on X that just all they do all day is, oh, Elon's the best. I mean, I love it. Listen, I do think Elon's the best. For the record, I do think Elon's the best. I am a major Elon stan. But, you know, there's those people on X that are like their entire content strategy is Elon, Elon, Elon. I think Elon's listen, Tesla's my second biggest position. A lot of my money is in Tesla right now. And I own a Cybertruck. And I'm wearing an XAI shirt. And I went to war for Elon with all the people that didn't like Elon in my social circles and family circles the last year. I went to war and defended the hell out of him. So, I'm not... Just is what it is. How do I like the Cybertruck? I love it. Best product I've ever owned. It's amazing. Incredible. Such an amazing car. Such an amazing car. It's the best car ever. It really is the best car ever. That's a viral post on X. If I would have took a picture of me driving this morning, tweeted the picture and said, Cybertruck's the best car ever, that's 1,000 likes easily. Elon is good at everything but Diablo. Dude, he's like the #1 ranked, is he not? The #1 ranked guy? I don't think you're Elon enough. It's crazy. I feel like I'm like a really big Elon Musk fan, but then I talk to the stands on X and they're like, you're a hater, you're a hater. I'm like, what, dude? I'd be interested if you notice a big difference in Opus performance and anti-grav. For me, it's pretty noticeable in the wrong direction versus Claude Code. Well, I mean, I don't even need to test it to tell you that. Like, Anthropic just knows their model the best, so they're going to make a better code harness. I'm not going to use... If I'm using anti-gravity, it's going to be with Gemini 3. Because Google understands their own model the best. So they're going to make the best harness for their model. All right, what did I say I wanted to work on? Oh, okay, here we go. All the pages are heading... building successfully. Here's a summary of additional pages I updated. Okay, so the last thing we did was update all the UI. Okay, this looks great. We want to fix leader. Right now, the leaderboard screen and the builder screen lead to the same place. Was that meant to be this way? You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and it kind of hit me over the weekend when I was at this XAI hackathon. Prefer the OpenAI dev shirt. The hoodie they gave me at the OpenAI dev day was amazing. That is the best piece of swag I've ever gotten, was the OpenAI hoodie. It's so nice. At the dev day this year, they gave out this OpenAI hoodie that is so nice. It's like very thick and warm, and it's like a quarter zip hoodie, which I've never seen before, which is kind of cool. I've been using Google AI Studio the past week to whip up quick prototype. Yeah, Google AI Studio is excellent. I should make another video on Google AI Studio. I should do that. Let me open up my... I haven't made a YouTube video in a few days now. I need to film one today. After I haven't eaten today. I woke up, drove my girlfriend to the airport, and now I'm here. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't slept in 80 hours. I'm pounding coffee. This is a monstrous day for me. AI Google Studio video. I got to find out a new angle for AI Google Studio. AI Studio is the meta for prototyping. Super slept on. I got to make more videos on it. Yeah, where's Am I right now? I start building, he doesn't say a word. He complains all morning that I'm not building. Then I start building. Where is he at? I didn't ban him. I think he got his feelings hurt. If I keep crapping on enough people in the chat, I don't think I'll have any more people left in the chat. Do you think app creation market is going to get oversaturated now that AI is creating apps so efficient? Eventually. Ranjiv Johnson. It's a good question. It's a very good question. Here's what it comes down to. So code is now a commodity for sure. And what I mean by that is, like, there's really no moats when it comes to code. Like, anyone can just build any app now. But here's the thing. I still think there's a tremendous amount of opportunity now and for the next at least 5 years. I still think there's a tremendous amount of opportunity because there's going to be this time period, which I'm predicting is about 5 years right now, where it has never been easier to build these apps. And people still aren't aware of what's going on, right? So I think we're in this super incredible time right now, where it's never been easier to do what we're doing right now with Claude Code. literally the best piece of software I've ever used in my entire life. And anyone, that's why we have this YouTube channel, that's why I started this YouTube channel. Anyone watching can build anything they want and start any business they want. But at the same time, a vast majority of people aren't aware this is what's going on, right? There's only 70 people in this stream right now, concurrent. It should be at least 1 billion people in this stream watching this right now, learning how to use Claude Code. And the fact that there's only 70 people in this stream right now tells you, holy crap, this is an unbelievable opportunity. I should be building like crazy. Like, I love that you guys are watching and engaged and chatting, but I think my dream of what this stream would be is I'm here building and you're building with me and you're kind of like hanging out building too. Because this should be a reminder that you should be building right now. Because I think we have at least another 5 years where the general public is not aware of what they're capable of with AI, what I'm showing you on this stream. And if you take advantage of that now, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Also, side note, everyone leave a like. Leave a like for that rant. That was a great rant. Leave a like for that. Also, if you are interested in Vibe Coding Academy, Claude Code Masterclass, community with me, community where you can chat with other people, link for that down below, vibecodingacademy.dev. It's popping off. We had a great call Friday. Do calls with everybody. Great call Friday. Check that out down below. It might eventually be saturated among the 0.1% of people who pay attention. I bet 99% of people just think ChatGPT when they hear the word AI. I mean, if you want evidence that it's not going to be saturated anytime soon, go to Blue Sky. Go to Blue Sky and search for AI. If you want evidence that we are in the most insane opportunity ever right now, this is actually a banger tweet. Let me write this down. This is a banger tweet. This is a verbal tweet. I'm giving you guys a verbal tweet right now. I'm verbally tweeting you. I'm writing this down in Creator Buddy. If you want to see what Creator Buddy looks like, this is how I record ideas in Creator Buddy for my tweets. This is a banger tweet. No one steal this. If you steal this, I'm gonna light you on fire. If you want any evidence, we are unbelievably early to AI / I'm just freeballing here. Opportunity. Just take a look at Blue Sky. Search AI on there. It's just a bunch of stone cold losers crying about how it's the worst technology ever. They have zero idea what it's capable of. Take advantage. I'm just like freeballing. So this is how I write tweets if anyone's curious. Oh, you probably can't see much of this. I just take ideas, put it down. I can use AI to analyze it. Let's see, X algo analyze it. Tell me if it's going to perform well or not. Give me recommendations for changing it. Then I hit save and I got my idea bank. This is how I write tweets that go super viral. This is why I got 300,000 on X. That's a good tweet. So anyway, what I was saying is, look at tonal clarity, reading level, high reading level on that tweet. Formatting and good formatting and readability, good grammar and spelling. I always got good grammar. Suggestions for improvement. You know, that's how I make banger tweets. Save idea. If you want any evidence that software is not saturated right now and that we're still in an insane opportunity where everyone should be using Claude Code, can we see Blue Sky on here? Blue Sky. Search AI on Blue Sky. Here we go. Let's just explore the app. Oh, they let us explore. That's nice. Let's see what happens here. AI. Let's just see what people are saying about AI. What's trending on Blue Sky? Pete Hegseth, Skate Story, SCOTUS Decision, Paramount Bid, Harrison Butker, Marjorie Taylor Greene. AI. Search is currently unavailable when logged out. Should I create a Blue Sky account right now so we can search AI? Yeah, it's all doomerism. It's all doomerism. Let's create an account. Oh, I think I have an account. I think I created an account right when it started. Yeah, okay, here we go. AI, here we go. No AI in Romeo. Boom. See, this is exactly it. You search AI, first post. Oh my God, this new game has no AI in it. We love it. AI is the Poochie of tech. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's an insult. I don't know what any of this is. What the hell is this? On January 1st, Illinois begins to regulate employer use of AI, making a civil rights violation to use AI tools that result in discrimination based on protected characteristics in hiring, promotion, discipline, termination. I don't even know what the hell that means. Point being, though, all of this is just people hate. Oh my God. Am I going to get banned for this? Point being is all of this is just people hating on AI. Look at this. When you realize you're looking at AI, all of this is just people hating on AI. So this should tell you, all of this is people hating on the most revolutionary, life-changing technology of our time. Let's do a quick experiment. Can I change my name on here? Display name, Alex Finn. Tell us about yourself. Building incredible things with AI. Should we post about AI right now and see what people think? All of this entire site is what people just crapping on the most revolutionary technology of our time that can create economic independence for anybody. I created economic independence for myself. PFP 222. So you asked me, oh, is there still opportunity in AI? Is there still opportunity? Is there still opportunity in creating software? Is it commoditized? As long as there's entire social media sites of people hating on AI, yes, there's still opportunity. Yes, there's still opportunity. Let's do this. Upload from files. Here we go. Save. All right. Let's see what people of the Blue Sky world have to say here. How do I post? New post. This feels like an old Twitter UI. This looks exactly like the Twitter UI. Anyway, what's up? Would the people of Blue Sky... Oh, no, let's do this. Would the people of Blue Sky be interested in more content on AI coding? Building amazing things with Claude Code. Would love to show you what AI is capable of. Thinking of starting a big AI coding community here. Thoughts? All right. Would the people Blue Sky be interested in more content on AI coding? Building amazing things with Claude Code. Would love to show you what AI is capable of. Thinking of starting a big AI coding community here. Thoughts? Post. And yes, I'll like my own post. All right. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what the people Blue Sky think about this. Right? As long as this entire website is people hating on AI, there is a massive opportunity to be building with AI. All right. Let's go back to building. We'll go back to that post. We'll go back to that post and see what people say. We'll go back. I don't know. Am I going to have any discoverability now? I'm just like a new account. I don't know. Who follows me? I have one follower. All right. So we left off. We were trying to figure out the difference between the builder leaderboard. Drop Tesla and Musk posts. Yeah, right. That bait would be too obvious. That bait would be too obvious if I start glazing Elon in posts. That bait would be too obvious. How does hate equals opportunity, says Ali Katalis. I'll tell you exactly. Because if people truly understood what AI was capable of, if people truly understood how much positive impact it could have on the world, if people truly understood its capability of creating economic prosperity for everybody, if people understood how it was capable of giving people purpose, if people understood how it was capable of fixing almost every problem and challenge humanity has, if people understood the freedom it entails, if people understood how it's just such a net positive for humanity, they wouldn't be spending all day hating on it. They wouldn't be spending all day going, oh, look at these AI photos. They're bad. Get rid of all AI. Right? And so as long as there's a lot of people who don't understand the potential of AI, that means there's opportunity to use AI to do amazing things. Does that make sense, Ali Katalis? I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ali Catales, sorry. I thought the L and the I were backwards. Ali Catales, right? The whole point of this channel is me showing you how to use AI to build things that are amazing, to build things that are fun to build things that earn you money, to build things that create economic prosperity, to build things that create jobs. But there's a tremendous, if you look at Blue Sky, there's a tremendous amount of people that don't understand any of that. And what that means, if there's so many people who don't understand, that means that's less competition, which means you can go out and build things, which means there's an arbitrage opportunity to build things. Cool. That makes sense? So you will have to explain the value prop. No, I won't have to. I mean, I could. I'd love to. I'd love to explain the value prop to them on Blue Sky. I don't think they'll listen to me. But the point of this argument being is the original question was, hey, is there still opportunity to build things with Claude Code and build software when anyone could build anything with software? And it's like, well, not everyone's going to build stuff with AI, because you look around on the internet and there's so many people that still hate on AI, when it's like, okay, clearly there's not a lot of competition here. So it's just an indicator. Correct. People's hate on AI is just an indicator that there's not much understanding of AI out there. And the fact that there's not much understanding means there's opportunity for all of us here in this live stream and anyone who understands AI to build amazing products and start businesses and create economic prosperity for ourselves. Does that make sense? That doesn't sound like I'm pulling things out of my ass, right? Like, that actually makes sense, right? Like, let me give you an example. The NBA, right? Bunch of basketball players making millions and millions of dollars. Imagine if the NBA still existed and there was still tons of money in it, and the players in the NBA still made tons of money. But imagine if 99% of the world thought basketball was like a terrible thing, like an awful, awful thing. That means there's opportunity for you to go and learn to play basketball and make it in the NBA and make tons of money. But if everyone in the world knew basketball was an awesome thing and there's tons of money making opportunity, that means it's much harder for you to pick up basketball skills and make the NBA, because you have way more competition. But you look around, you look on Blue Sky, buddy, we get the point. All right. Do we get rid of veggie? Let's have a vote. Do we get rid of veggie? There's people asking questions. This is all about you, veggie. I think it's time we get rid of veggie. I could put him in a timeout. Let's put user in the timeout. I don't know how long that puts him in a timeout for. Oh, I did put timeout and said he was banned. I guess putting people in timeout is the same thing as banning them. Oh, well. Rest in peace, veggie. Yes, just trying to pull out the difference between like hate for WNBA for NBA. Yeah, I mean, so many people have hate for the WNBA. That means women have an amazing opportunity to learn how to play basketball and play for the WNBA and make tons of money, right? Basically, it's supply and demand. The demand's the same, but the supply is not great because everyone thinks AI. Most people on Blue Sky think AI is trash. Were you vaping too? I didn't vape. Do I sound like I vape? I don't vape. I'm very anti-vape. I'm very anti-vape. I think vaping's a very bad thing. Drugs are bad. All right. The navigation's cleaner. Main nav, leaderboard. All right, so let's go back to, we haven't looked at the app in a while. Let's remind ourselves where we are with the app we're building. I'm optimistic too. Isn't this nice? We have conversation. We come to an understanding. More allicatales, less veggies. Less veggies, more allicatales. Wouldn't that be nice? AI cured my vaping addiction. See, AI cures everything. I don't get the NBA analogy. If people didn't like basketball, then those players wouldn't be rich because nobody... Well, yeah, it was not a great analogy. But basically, to simplify it the most I can simplify... It wasn't a great analogy. But to simplify it the most... Supply and demand. Right now, there's not a lot of supply and there's tons of demand, which means you should go and satisfy the demand by building stuff with AI. There you go. So we got rid of the builders tab. So we have leaderboard and community. Let's see what the submit app button does here. Okay, so the submit app button UI is not looking good. Let's give this to the AI. So when you want to submit your app to the Vibe App Store, it's not looking good. Let's go back to Claude Code. I screenshotted it. Veggie, man. Veggie. Gone. Rest in peace. I didn't mean to ban him. I just wanted to put him in timeout. When I click submit app, this is the modal that pops up. Paste. I didn't mean to. I honestly didn't mean to ban Veggie. I just wanted to put him in timeout. I find it difficult to explain the positive AI to people who are resistant to it. Here's how I explain it. So I went to my family's place for Thanksgiving. A lot of them moved to Florida. And one of my aunts said to me, well, you know, what have you been up to? And I said, oh, I'm like super in AI now. I like do AI content and stuff. She's like, AI? You trust that? Isn't AI going to end the world? Like AI, like it's going to take all the jobs and it's going to hack our computers. She's like, aren't we all going to be homeless because of it? Like no one will have jobs anymore. And I said, here's how I like to frame it, which is, for sure, AI will take jobs. For sure. There will be people that lose jobs because of AI. Just like when the car was invented and all the people who, you know, drove horse and carriages around lost their job. Just like when the plane was invented, all the people that drove the boats, that, you know, there's less boating jobs because we didn't need to send stuff across the boat as often, across the water as often, right? And then what happened to those people? They learned to drive cars, they learned to drive planes. They learn to do all these things. People adapt. When there's brand new technology, people adapt. Right? There's disruption. There's a period of disruption where people lose their jobs. And then people adapt. They learn the new skills and they get their jobs back. But what the difference here is with AI, though, is this will be the first one that allows anyone to do anything they want. What does that mean? So like a good example is there's been this big controversy because Call of Duty Black Ops 7 used AI art. They fired all their artists that made like the art in the game, and they just used AI to make all the art. But here's the thing. Those artists that lost their job because of AI, yes, they lost their job, but also because of AI, they can now go and build their own video game. They can build their own competitor to Call of Duty. Right? Before, they were only capable of drawing the pictures and doing the art. Yes, AI caused them to lose their jobs as artists to Call of Duty, but now they can go because of AI and create their own Call of Duty. So yes, it had a negative economic impact to them, but overall, it's going to have a much bigger positive impact because now they can go and start their own business, which they weren't able to do before AI. They weren't able to go and build their own video game, but because AI, they now can do the coding, they now can do the marketing, they now can do everything. So it unlocked all this economic opportunity for them. Now, if they're too lazy to go and make their own video game or build something with AI, that's on them. You need to adapt with the times. You going on your iPad and drawing, a couple monkeys jumping around is no longer a valuable skill set. But because of AI, you can do valuable skill set things like build your own games. So it's up to you if you want to learn those valuable skill sets. So it unlocked the economic opportunity. For me, you think AI is going to create more jobs than it destroys? I think it will create more economic opportunity than it destroys. And it's not going to be even remotely close. Look at me. I built Creator Buddy. I released my own app. It's making $300K a year. I was able to build and launch my community. I'm able to create YouTube videos, edit YouTube videos. I'm able to put out X posts. I'm able to live stream. I'm able to do all these different things that AI has made way easier and quicker. Did it create a bunch of jobs for me? No. But it allowed me to do the job of multiple people I would need to do before. And so it created much more economic opportunity for me. So it's not about how many jobs it creates. It's about how much economic opportunity it creates. And it created way more of it. The majority of people don't understand how to be an entrepreneur, though. Well, that's awesome. Great. You go to ChatGPT and you say, how do I become an entrepreneur? What skills do I need to learn? What do I need to do? Knowledge has been completely democratized. There's no hidden knowledge left. There's nothing about being an entrepreneur that's secret anymore. You want to start a business? Go to ChatGPT. How do I start this business? Tell me step by step how I start this business. Boom. That's not an excuse. People don't know how to do that. That's not an excuse. Not knowing how to do something is not an excuse anymore. And I'm going to guess what the next thing you're going to say is, oh, but what if people don't want to be entrepreneurs? Okay, people don't want to create economic opportunity for themselves. Like, you have to adapt. Times are changing. There's more opportunity. You adapt to that. If you don't want to adapt, okay, then go. It's like if you're a gazelle in the jungle or in the desert, and the lions learn this new trick to hunt the gazelles. But the gazelles learn a new trick to get away from the lions. And some of the gazelles are like, oh, but I don't feel like learning that way to get away from lions. And it's like, okay, then just roll over and die to the lions then. Everyone's capable of anything now. AI made it so anyone's capable of anything. Maybe they can make the new Grand Theft Auto. Why hasn't AI helped speed up the release? Because we live in a society where using AI in art right now is looked down upon, and that's going to change. That's going to change. That's going to eventually change. They can't use AI in Grand Theft Auto to speed up because people will look down upon it and it will hurt their sales. But we will reach a day where they will be acceptable for them to use AI to speed it up, and then people will stop looking down upon it. And just like that, as I was ranting to you, Claude Code fixed the onboarding screen to submitting an app. I was able to rant to you nonstop there for like 20 minutes, and the AI went and just fixed my app for me. I agree with you overall, but also realize we're probably biased. Most people haven't conditioned to be able to handle talking to a machine, learning how to create their own successful business. Yeah, but here's the thing, JMD. Like, what are you saying in this message? You're saying, oh, but some people haven't been conditioned to talk to a machine. That's the excuse, is people aren't conditioned to opening up the Chat GPT app and saying, hey, what do I do? You're right. People aren't conditioned for it. But what is conditioning? What is conditioning? Conditioning is just doing it once. We're not talking about running a super marathon here. We're talking about opening up an app and talking to it. Okay, well, we'll get a bunch of people conditioned. First thing is not making a bunch of people on the internet cry and complain all day about it. Once they get past the crying and complaining, they'll learn how to open the app and talk to it. Like, what are we talking about here? People have been conditioned to work a job and be told what to do. Okay, well, we need to change their conditioning. We've had radical disruption because of AI. Now it's time for them to change their conditioning. Whoop-de-doo, let's change the conditioning. It's not like we're trying to move the planet here. We're trying to just get people to open up an app and ask questions. That's what we're trying to get them to do. Veggie32's back. Veggie, I'd like to apologize to Veggie32. I didn't mean to ban you. I meant to time you out, which I guess that's what I did. I timed you out. I just wanted to put you in the corner. It looks like, yeah, the timeout feature worked. Have to give humans more credit than that. That all sounds so boring, says Carson Black. What are you talking about? Then why are you... If AI sounds boring to you, then why are you watching a 2-hour-long live stream on an AI channel? What is going on in this world? I feel like I have people come into our live stream, they talk about AI and vibe coding, AI vibe coding live stream. They go, oh, I don't want to hear about this. Do something else. Yeah, the kids growing up with AI, they'll be conditioned for it. And that's a good thing about life, man. It's the worst part and it's the best part about life. Is out with the old and with the new. Everything, I mean, this is going to sound really dark, but everything dies. Entropy, right? Entropy. You can't stop entropy. The people not conditioned to use AI will disappear, and the people conditioned will thrive. And that's just the way it is. That's how life works, out with the old and with the new. It's the way life works since day one for billions and billions and billions of years. I'm grateful that you're putting productive content out on the internet and not entertainment. I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment or not from Veggie32. I'm trying to be entertaining while being educational at the same time. But I'm going to take that as a compliment. I'm enjoying my stay. I'm glad you're enjoying your stay. All right, let's go back to building. All right, so the submit an app. Let's see if this works. Let's submit another app. All right, let's see. Blue Sky. Let's submit Blue Sky as an app. App name. Oh, app URL. What does analyze do? Analyze? Failed to analyze URL. Please fill in details manually. So it's going to automatically take the app name tagline. All those terawatts powering AI will be locally reversing entropy. Sorry, can't stop being a physicist. It's true. It might be true. How did your aunt react when you said that? I mean, this might be one of the biggest challenges. This might be one of the most annoying things about society. Is like when someone gets conditioned enough to believe something, it doesn't matter if you hit them with enough facts or information. It's not going to change their mind. Right? I mean, she just looked at me blankly and went, oh, okay, interesting. But I guarantee you nothing changed in her head after I said that. Nothing changed. Same thing in politics. You go to a super hardcore Trump person, you go to a super hardcore Biden person, and you say, hey, here's what your candidate's doing wrong. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change what they think. It's just the way we are. We have our ways. We have our framework of the world. And then if people try to change that framework, it makes us uncomfortable and we block it out. No, don't change it. Don't change it. No, 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 no. I want to stay the same. No, 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 no. Right? Very few people, like, you got all these people that hate Elon. I got people in my family that hate Elon. Am I saying Elon's a perfect person? No. But I find it hard, and maybe this will piss off people watching right now, but I find it hard for anyone to argue that he's a net negative on the world. Like, how could you possibly say that? And there's so many people that say that. And it's like he creates this revolutionary technology. He's objectively like revolutionizing the internet with Starlink and getting us into space better than anyone else, and like creating electric cars, which is saving the environment. And yeah, maybe you disagree with him on his like political stance, but like, who cares? And it's like, I go to the people in my family and I'm like, they're like, Elon's the worst thing to ever happen. He's a fascist. And I'm like, you care about the environment, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, who's done more for the environment than Elon Musk? And they're like, but he's a fascist. So what are you going to do? People just are stuck in their frameworks. Well, it's fun. I meant not hyper-stimulating brain rot videos. Oh, yeah. I'm anti. That's why I don't really make short-form videos. I hate short-form videos. Epistemic closure is a thing, unfortunately. I'll have to be preparing for this at Christmas when I go see family and talk about how I've been spending my retirement. I got another aunt that really hates Elon Musk. She has no idea I own a Cybertruck, I don't think. One day she's going to see that Cybertruck. She won't be happy. I'm going to have to prepare for that day. The problem is people think that if they like or dislike someone, they need to agree, disagree with everything they say or do. No one agrees with anyone. Yeah, that's we've lost nuance in our conversation in the world. We've lost nuance. Unfortunately, there's no more nuance. You're either for or against me. You can't be in the middle. Let's figure out what this analyze button does. So when submitting an app to our app store, there's this analyze button. Is it supposed to get like the app name and tagline and everything for us? Let's see. Let's go back to Claude Code. Buy AMD or NVIDIA. I don't have a strong opinion. I haven't done enough research to determine which one I like more. I mean, from a pure multiples perspective, AMD is a significantly better multiple. But at the same time, NVIDIA clearly has the most superior product on planet Earth. I think I'd shy on avoiding risk, and I'd probably go with NVIDIA. I mean, also Jensen Huang is just kind of like an Elon figure where it's hard to bet against him. Like, you listen to him speak, you listen to him operate, and it's like, okay, this guy's clearly operating on a different plane of existence. And it's hard to bet against those type of people. I have more money in Google than I do NVIDIA. My largest positions are number 1, Robinhood, number 2, Tesla, number 3, Google. Those are my largest positions. I think Robinhood's the most mispriced stock. I think in the next 20 years, a vast majority of people on planet Earth will have their money in Robinhood, doing everything from investing to the mortgage on their house, to their banking, to their savings, to everything. If you can find any millennials or Gen Z that are not on Robinhood, I will be very surprised. So what happens when all the millennials and Gen Z are everything and all the boomers have passed away? And as dark as that sounds, but what happens? What happens when the boomers pass down their money to the millennials and Gen Z? And everyone that's a millennial and Gen Z is on Robinhood. What happens to that money? Those trillions of dollars go on to Robinhood. And that doesn't even discount the fact that Robinhood is completely taking advantage of all the tailwinds when it comes to crypto, when it comes to stable coins. They're implementing a ton of financial AI into their platform. They're the only financial company innovating. They're a $130 billion company, I think, but I think they're mispriced. Everything is overvalued, JMD 489. Everything is overvalued if you think AI doesn't work out. If you think AI works out, everything is undervalued. Everything is significantly overvalued if AI doesn't work out. Everything is significantly undervalued if AI does work out. I'm about to buy Figma. It's down huge. I don't understand the Figma thesis. Isn't Figma just software? Why can't, I mean, it sounds ridiculous to say, and obviously I wouldn't be able to do it, but the spirit of my argument is, why can't I just build Figma? It's just software. What moat does Figma have left? And listen, if you work for Figma and you're watching this, shout out you. I don't mean to crap on different companies. 100% of my portfolio is 3x leverage Google. Wow. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck, Veggie32. Good luck. That is certainly a risky position. I mean, I risky only because you're doing leverage. Like, I don't think Google ever goes to zero. I think Google is pretty much a bulletproof company. It's the same thing as saying, why can't I just vibe code Photoshop? Yeah, I know. It isn't. I don't love that argument. Oh, why can't I just build Figma? I don't love that argument. But the point of my argument is like, software is quickly becoming commoditized. There's not many more moats left when it comes to software. Your moats need to be like data or hardware or distribution. And I don't know which one of those Figma has. Has anyone put any thought into figuring out how to allow Claude to see your backend terminals? It's already been figured out. Background tasks. If you ask Claude to run the app for you, npm, say, hey, run npm run dev for me, it will start it as a background task and it will be able to read all your console logs for you. Search for background tasks. Say Claude Code background task. Search for it. And it will explain how it works. That's been figured out. Hope you had a good weekend, Forrest. Good to hear from you, man. Hope you've been good. What about quantum computer combined with AI? I'm going to be honest, B Stormy. I don't understand quantum well enough. I mean, I know how it works. I've done my research on it. I don't like with AI. I see it. I see the path. I see the entire journey. I see where it's going, how it's going to work, how it's going to change the world. My brain hasn't digested how quantum computing changes the world yet. My brain hasn't digested it yet. It's too abstract for me at the moment. It's too abstract. I don't invest in things that I don't understand yet. I need to do way more research. I don't invest in things I don't quite comprehend. How's anti-gravity after a couple weeks? I saw they're giving higher limits for pro, but don't know yet how it performs against competition. I'm going to be honest, PV, SKP, I think anti-gravity has an amazing UI. I think that the product idea, the concept of what they're trying to do with anti-gravity is excellent as more of an agent manager. And I'm going to create way more videos on anti-gravity because I do think in the future it's going to potentially be number one. But from an execution perspective, it's not, anti-gravity is not there yet. Gemini 3 is not the best coding model. Anti-gravity is not the best coding harness, so it doesn't direct the model the best. Claude Code is still the best coding model. Opus 4.5 is still the best coding model. Claude Code still the best harness. There's too many rough edges with anti-gravity still. It still goes off the rails. It still has errors. It still crashes. The harness isn't there yet. There's too many rough edges. Gemini 3 is not a great coding model. It's still about Anthropic and Claude Code. But I do like the user experience of anti-gravity. I like the agent manager. So Google just needs to figure out the model, which they will. They will figure it out. What's your thoughts about AI today is not really an AI, it's just an instructional. An actual AI can learn from other AI, basically like us humans can study on our own and learn from others. Well, I mean, you're basically describing AGI. You're basically saying, what do you think about AI? It's not AGI yet. And you're right, it's not AGI yet. But it's still absolutely incredible. If all AI innovation stopped right now and never got better than this right here, it would still have a incredibly positive impact on the world. The issue is the entire global economy is taking a massive leveraged bet on AI. So if the innovation stopped right now, the entire global economy would crash. So that would be a negative. Basically, the entire global economy is placing a bet that we're going to hit AGI, and it's going to have the most incredible positive impact in human history. Anything less than that, the entire global economy is going to crash, and tons of people will starve and become homeless and die. But if we didn't make this huge leveraged bet and all innovation stopped right now, I mean, the fact that I can vibe code and build apps in seconds is incredible and hugely positive, and I have infinite knowledge at my fingertips at all times. So even if innovation stopped now, it'd be amazing. But you know, the entire global economy made a huge leverage bet that we're going to hit AGI. So we got to do that now. I'm going to try to build a little drop-in file that when executed will capture console or terminal logs. Could be a time saver. So that's the mindset, Forrest. That's the mindset you need. Oh, I have this challenge. I'm going to build something and fix it. That is being autodidactic, Forrest. That is being autodidactic. Good work. In that submit an app modal, you can enter an app URL. Then you can click analyze. What does that analyze button do? Trying to figure out what's going on in the app. I'm just asking questions to the AI. Hey, what does that part of the app do? Watch Adobe earnings on Wednesday before buying Figma, says Martis. Why is that? Why do you say that? Are they working on competition to Figma, or like, what do you mean? Anti-gravity is just a baby right now. It just comes down if Google just decides to put enough resources towards improving it. It says JMD 489. So a couple of things that, yes, you are right. It is just a baby and it's in its very early stages. And anyone making judgments of anti-gravity right now and saying it's broken, you're foolish, because this is not nearly the end state. But number two, you said if Google decides to put enough resources towards it, they've already made that decision. That decision's been made. They are putting tremendous amount of resources behind anti-gravity. I mean, they bought Windsurf for billions of dollars and put that entire team on them. I've met the Windsurf team. I've been in their offices. They're excellent. It's an excellent team. They are going to build an excellent product. Google Anti-Gravity will be an excellent product. Is it excellent right now? Probably not. But what? It's been out for like a month. But I don't know if people know this, but Google is the most profitable company ever in history of the world. So they have the resources to put behind it and make it amazing. Good question. Let me check what the Analyze API does. The Analyze button uses Gemini to automatically fill out the form. So here's what you need to do. Here's what it does. Takes the URL, sends it to Analyze, uses Gemini 2.5 Flash to analyze the website, extract the name, image URL, auto-populates those fields in the form. So instead of manual typing, this requires a Gemini API key, environment variable. Do I have that? Let me see if I have that filled out. I don't. So let's get a Gemini API key to see if we can auto extract from websites. Gemini API key. Using Gemini API keys. Google AI Studio API keys page. API key. All right, I gotta get a new API key. Create API key. App Store. Choose an imported project. Photo app. Create key. All right. Key. Copy. I'm just setting up my API key in my app so I can use Gemini functionality inside of it. I don't want to show you my API key because I don't want you to steal it. If that's all right with you. If you're cool with that. All right, let's test this out. Hope everyone had a good weekend, by the way. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Google's problem is they have 200 AI experiments going on at the same time and kill half before they become good projects. Yeah, that's a good point. That is the way they've been operating up until this point. It does seem they've been unfocused and experimenting. But I mean, the negative is, yes, it seems they're unfocused. The positive is they're experimenting. They're seeing what works, what doesn't. We're still early on. We're still in the second inning of AI. Nothing that's happened up to this point matters. You can screw up over and over and over and over again right now, and it does not matter. Right? Remember when they released Bard, and it was like the worst AI of all time? Anyone talking about Bard anymore? No, they've totally recovered with Gemini. AI Studio Harness is probably better than anti-gravity. I'm hearing that a lot too. Grok Code Remote. What is the secret model at the hackathon? Or you can't comment. What is it? I think I can comment. They have a new Grok model coming specifically for coding. I didn't test it, to be quite honest with you, because I just wanted to use Opus. I hope no one from XAI is listening to this and gets angry at me, but I mean, I don't think it's a crazy statement to say Opus is the best coding model on planet Earth right now. They also have, I think I'm allowed to say this. I hope. They do have a Grok CLI coming. A Grok Code CLI is coming. I think I applied to test it, but I don't know if I got accepted or not. I was behind. Just got to your comment on the first thing I said. Ignore the second message. Hi, I'm using the AI Pro plan for $20 a month. It gives me 2 terabytes drive. I'm using Opus 4.5. Thinking without limit in 3 projects at the same time. They reset limit every 5 hours. Yeah, rewrite that comment. I don't know what the hell you just said to me. I didn't have good luck using Gemini 3 to build apps, but for some reason I've been using Claude CLI and Anti-Gravity IDE. I think it has an IDE. Yeah, you can use the Claude CLI inside Anti-Gravity. All right, so I put in my... Let's see if we can do this. Oh, God damn it. Delete key. All right, I'm making a new key. App Store 2. For those just curious what happened, I just showed you my API key for Gemini. All right, just set up a new one. That was an easy fix. That was easy fix. If you were able to copy that API key and use it over the last 8 seconds, congratulations. I just deleted it and built a new one. Okay. Now I'm going to exit out of that. All right, let's go to bluesky.app. Let's add it to our app store, huh? All right, here we go. Let's see if this analyze button works. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, so it got the app name. Oh, damn it. It got the app name, the tagline. To get a 1-sentence pitch? No. Description. That's sick. That's cool. And it got the wow, it got the image for it. That's awesome. That's an awesome feature. So when you're submitting an app to the App Store, you'll be able to just click Analyze and it'll get all this for you. Codex Max would have a heart attack if you're not rotating your keys constantly. Are people using Codex Max like regularly? I mean, I love Codex. I love the OpenAI team. I mean, GPT 5.1 thinking still my favorite AI model. But like, I just don't know how you're not on Opus. Are people using Codex Max? AI figuring out the real truths of science will be huge. People trust science too much as it is extremely biased and still depend on human mistakes. Yeah, it's going to be a great positive about AI when we can get to that point where it's coming up with like novel discoveries in science. Shout out Veggie32. Veggie32, I put his ass in timeout. He's been well behaved since then. Veggie, I didn't mean to neuter you, Veggie. I didn't mean to neuter you. You can say whatever you want, Veggie. I didn't mean to neuter you. Whatever you want to say, I don't want I appreciate these are great questions and comments. I love it. Keep them coming, but don't be scared in the stream. You can say whatever you want, Veggie32. If you want to call my chin weak, call my chin weak. It's fine. What does anti-gravity did well? Just the planning. I believe AI won't perform well if the prompt or instructions are broad or kind of unclear. I feel like that comment's kind of unclear. Adobe and Figma are competitors. Adobe is down nearly 40% in the last 12 months because of new AI tools. Well, the issue with Adobe is they turn into IBM, where instead of trying to innovate, all they try to do is cost cut. Like companies, when they get to a certain size, they decide to stop taking risks and they decide to just start cutting costs as much as they can. And that's it. That's their way of creating shareholder value, is cutting costs. And so how can you give them a 30, 40, 50x multiple if they don't care about innovation? Alex, could you let me know if Opus 4.5 is good to build with Unreal Engine? Yes. Anything to do with code, Opus is going to be the best. Can you summarize the advantages of the Claude SDK versus Claude Code? I've watched a few videos, but I'm still confused. Can you summarize the advantages of the Claude SDK? Well, you use the two different purposes. The Claude SDK is you'd put into apps to make agentic capabilities inside your apps. Claude Code's a tool to write code. Two different things. All right, so let's submit this. Let's see what happens. I'm going to submit this app. It's submitted. The image isn't working. This is a test. Comments work. Can upvote the comments. This is the website. Only got 2 likes. Shout out Grant Peace. Blue Sky Only. Tech enthusiast. Futurist and early adopter. Everything. Shout out Grant Peace. He left a like on my post. I don't know how he discovered my post. That's kind of a cool animation. Okay, so this is working. Ask a question. What happens when you click ask a question? Ask the maker a question. When does this release? Submit question. What does that do? Get sent to me? Let's fix that. So now we're working on the details of our app store. The little things. Okay, that worked great. When you ask a builder a question on the app page, what happens to that question? Why aren't you double streaming on X? Says Phantom Platypus. Because X isn't built for live streaming. The X algorithm isn't built for live streaming. The people that go on X do not want to watch live streams. Every video, every long form video I post, so I'm going to go into a bunch of different reasons here. Every long form video I post on X, the retention to the end is about 0.1%. Every video I post on YouTube, the retention to the end is about 30%. People just don't watch long form content on X. They just don't. 2, there's zero monetization on X. There's zero monetization on X. What does that mean? There's no way to do donations. There's no way to put ads into live streams. There's no way for me to monetize a live stream at all. So why would I put the live stream on X when all the viewers on X are taking away, you know, more valuable views from like YouTube? Another one is the algorithm's not built for live streams. Any live stream, any article you put on X performs horribly and is clearly deboosted. And so I don't want to put deboosted content out on X. If they were to build out live streaming more on X, I'd live stream there, but live streaming hasn't changed or improved in a year on there. I've been using Figma for 6 years. My thought is it has a longer learning curve, plus its code mode is not friendly. It's newer than Adobe for sure, but I didn't like seeing the big change for designers. But I do. Well, Phantom Platypus, why can't you watch me on YouTube instead of X? There's like 5 people on X that watch long-form content on X. I saw another vibe coder get almost 1K from X Livestream. Well, that's not accurate, JMD. Because the count they show you on X is not your concurrent viewers. The count they show on X is just views overall. They don't show you concurrent viewers on X. When I was live streaming on X, and you can see your concurrent viewers in like your studio portion on X, I was getting like max 20 concurrent on X. So they don't show you concurrent because the numbers don't look good concurrent. They show you total views. And that's with 300,000 followers. I got 50,000 subs on YouTube and I get 10 times the viewership here. So like, I'm just not going to stream on a platform that's not supportive of live streams, that doesn't monetize them, that doesn't boost them, that doesn't help them, that doesn't show them to people. No one wants to watch them on X. The developers don't like live streams on X and the viewers don't like live streams on X. So why would I put live stream on X? Could Quantum provide infinite compute at some point so everyone can use the most powerful model possible instead of very lazy and cheaper version? I don't know. I don't know enough about Quantum, to be honest with you. What are you building right now? Good question, Cruz und Quirhan. Very good question. I'll show you. Let me show you. We are working on a vibe coding app store. So it's an app store where people can submit their solo built vibe coded apps. They can get voted up. It's like a product hunt for solo built vibe coded apps where you can get visibility, get your first customers, discover new vibe coded apps, chat with developers and makers, things like that. So right now we have like the general kind of framework built out, but what we're doing now is we're fixing the small things. We're fixing the small things. The small buttons, the small functionality. So it's like nice and ironed out. You know what I'm saying? So I asked what the ask a question does in the app. Let me look at how the questions work. I'm curious how it works. Here's what I found about the questions feature. What happens when you submit a question? The question's saved to the questions table in the database. What's missing? Questions are not displayed on the app page. They're stored but never shown. Builders have no UI to answer the questions. In summary, would you like me to complete the feature? Yep. Complete the feature and display the questions in the app page as well as in a dashboard for the builder. So easy to build a Claude Code. So easy. Impressive. Thank you, Cruz. Would you submit an app to it? It's going to be free to submit. Would you submit any apps you build to it? Agree. People paid money for Premium Plus in part to produce articles and they just fall flat. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want people to use your functionality, if you want people to live stream, if you want people to write articles on X, if you want people to do spaces on X, you have to make it so there's visibility. The algorithm does not like live streams, articles, or spaces. So until then, people are not going to use that functionality, you know? It's just so much fun building with Claude Code. This is just like, this is fun. I just ask questions and it just starts building it out for me. It's amazing. It's so cool. You got to be grateful for a second. Times like this. Grateful we can do these types of things. It's amazing. Claude is better than Cursor, in my opinion, yeah. In my opinion. But I mean, everyone has their own favorite tool. Some people like Cursor better. Some people like Windsurf better. Some people like Bolt.new better. Whatever you like better. Use whatever you like. For me, Claude's, I just vibe most with Claude, right? I just vibe most with it. Why are you choosing to use the terminal over the inbuilt Claude extension? It says Doog Dooger. It's a nice name. I'll tell you exactly why. I used to use the extension. I think the extension has a better UI, but I experimented with the CLI a bit, and they added functionality into the CLI that's not in the extension, which is when you're in plan mode, it asks you a bunch of like interview questions to understand exactly what you want to build. The extension doesn't do that, but the CLI does that. Like they ask you like multiple choice questions. And so I really like that feature, and you only get that in the CLI. So that's why I use the CLI. Make sense? Should I wrap my Cybertruck in black? Matte black? I think I do it. I think I should do it. I'm thinking about doing it. Matte black Cybertruck. I feel like that's a good move. So we're building out the questions functionality. So you can go to any builder on the app and ask them questions. Say, hey, tell me about this app. How does it work? What do we do here? When I release this app store, I'm only going to release it to the live stream first. So you have to be watching the live stream. I'm going to give you like a code, and then you can go sign up for it. It's going to be a private rollout. So only people in the live stream will be able to do it. Thanks, Alex. I have started building the Claude Code too, and since then I have built over 5 apps completely. Couldn't build one app at Lovable than I was doing it. Thanks for the education. Chris Love, if I gave you access to this app store, would you submit your apps to it? And those X viewers include people just scrolling by. Yeah, it's the whole count's just weird and doesn't make sense. And listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm rooting for X. I'm rooting for XAI. Look, I got the t-shirt. Look, I got the sticker. I'm rooting for them. I want them to win. I'm a big Elon Musk fan. I freaking have a Cybertruck. There's nothing more irresponsible than buying a really expensive car. And I did it to support Elon. But X, you know, I believe in X. X will work. X will work out. There's some things they gotta fix, but X will work out. I believe in them. Perfect, thanks. I did prefer CLI over VS Code, but like working in VS Code so I can see all the workings. This seems like a good blend of functionality. Yeah, I like the extensions UI, but the CLI just has better functionality. I saw a matte black Cybertruck here in Tel Aviv a month ago. Looked so good. Yeah, it looks sick, doesn't it? It's just like, it looks like the Batmobile. Doesn't it look like the Batmobile? That's also why I like XAIs and X's aesthetic, because it's just clean black and white. That's all it is. You're using Cursor? No, I'm not. This is Visual Studio Code. We want Cybertruck Chronicles. I want to do Cybertruck Chronicles, but I got to think of good content. Like, what if people saw like a vlog in a Cybertruck? What would you want me to talk about? Just AI updates? What would we do in the Cybertruck Chronicles? The question feature is now complete. Here's what's implemented. QA section on app detail page. Add the questions list component. Display all the questions and answers. Shows question count in the header. Question tab for builders. Added new questions tab alongside apps and analytics. And updated the submit question component. Update styling to match the new design system. Added loading state. All right, let's see this. Let's see if we got the new questions tab inside the apps. Build an app inside the Cybertruck. Should I make that a challenge? Build and launch a startup inside the Cybertruck? Would that be an interesting content series? I try to build and launch an app inside a Cybertruck. Questions and answers. Boom. When does this release? Awaiting response from the builder. There you go. Do we need a questions? Do we need a Q&A if we have a comment section though? Do we need a Q&A section if there's a comment section? Maybe we make it private. Do you think we need a questions section on the app page when we already have a comments section? Maybe we should make the questions private. X is the only major social media platform stagnating or losing users. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know that. I don't have the data or stats around that, so I don't know. But I do think they have the potential to be the biggest social media site. They just some things they need to do and focus on. And I hope they do those things. I don't know if they're losing users. I don't have the stats or the data. But I love X. I love tweeting on X. I love the team. I went to XAI headquarters over the weekend. I met a bunch of employees at XAI. They were all excellent, excellent, excellent. I didn't win. Listen, old Alex Finn. I lose the XAI hackathon, and I do nothing but crap over XAI and all their employees until the end of time. That's the old Alex Finn. That's what I would have done, the old Alex Finn. That's the cocky Alex Finn would be doing that. The new Alex Finn, the humble Alex Finn, I lose the XAI hackathon, and I wear the XAI t-shirt on the stream on Monday. And I met all the XAI employees, and they were all brilliant, brilliant people, hardcore, dedicated people. And I take my Cybertruck, and I spend another $6,000 on it to wrap it in black. That's the new Alex Finn. Props to me, being humble. Using CLI is time consuming because it's good questions. I spend more time thinking on what I really need after using Claude Code and CLI. Yep, that's why I love the CLI. Hey, just joining. Sorry if answered already, but have you noticed a degradation in Opus 4.5 performance in recent days? The answer to that question is no. I built an entire app over the weekend at the XAI hackathon, and I ran into approximately 0 issues, 0 bugs. It was perfect, and in 24 hours, I was able to build an entire application with Claude Opus 4.5. So I have not experienced any degradation. See if the revenue from the Cybertruck built app can pay for the Cybertruck. That's actually not bad. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea narrative for a video series. I just bought the Cybertruck. Now I'm going to try to pay for it by building an app inside the Cybertruck. Can I pay for my Cybertruck with apps I build inside the Cybertruck? That's not a bad video series. But I would have to build an app from scratch for that video series to make it interesting, to make it an interesting narrative. That's not a bad narrative, though, for a video series. Yes, build an app in the Cybertruck, and you'd use it when you're in the Cybertruck. What app would you use when you're driving? What's an app you'd use when you're driving? Thanks for all the great content. Since I switched to mostly using Claude Code instead of jumping around in different AIs, multiple apps creating productivity. And that's what I'm looking for, Custom Phil. That's what I want to do for you guys. I want to figure out what the best AI tools are in the world, tell you what they are, give you the best workflows, give you the master workflows that help you produce maximum amount of productivity, and you take it from me and you use it and your life improves. That's all I want to do. X, major issues are algo, bots, and buggy UI. Is the UI buggy? The algo's been good. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The algo's been good to me lately. The algo's been good to me. I mean, I think I have been improving my content, but... And you can't really build while driving, though. I have full self-driving, baby. I can build while driving. That's a great point. Having both public Q&A and comments is redundant. They serve similar purposes. Making questions private makes more sense. Comments is public, questions is private. Keep the questions tab in the builder dashboard as the private inbox. Yes, do those things. Allow people to ask private questions, but don't display them in the app listings. Only in the dashboard for the builder. I mean, it's just amazing you can send a sentence to an AI and then just build stuff. That's incredible. Apple. An Apple CarPlay app. There's no Apple CarPlay inside the Tesla. There's no Apple CarPlay. Doesn't even the full self-driving scold you if your attention drifts too much? There's a ways around that, Modelier. GPS app for electric cars and where to charge and so on. That's already built into the Tesla, baby. It's already built into the Tesla. Build an app that connects other Cybertruck owners. And what will we do? I find other Cybertruck owners, and what we do? We go to a park and make out. What do we do? What would I see all the Cybertruck owners in the vicinity? What do I do? What's the next step? Done. The questions feature is now private. All right. Let's see what else we can improve about the app. Can you build Tesla app? I know people who built apps around Teslas, but I don't know like what would we do in the app? What's missing from core Tesla app functionality that I could build? I feel like Elon's doing a pretty good job of building apps for Tesla. What's missing from the core functionality of the Tesla app that I could build? So we have our top builders. We have our time period. We have our categories. We have the leaderboard. We have a community. All right, let's fix this community styling. Screenshot this. Let's go back into Claude Code. So I wanted some social media functionality in here too, so people can discuss what's going on in the AI world. You can't service a Cybertruck on your own, right? Tesla service only. What do you mean? What does that mean? What am I going to do? How am I going to service my car? What do you mean? The message board functionality looks a bit off. Damn, you think they have everything covered? I'll ask chat. Yeah, ask chat. Let me know, Amaya, what you come up with. Is there anything missing from the Tesla app that I need to build? Let me know. Ask chat. Does the Tesla have an app that correlates your position with active weather warnings? It would be good to get warnings so you don't have to drive in Rotino. Yes. In the, in your Tesla, you have your big screen. In that screen, in the software on that, it shows you the weather. You can see all the weather patterns coming in and out. You can even see air quality. You can see air quality on it. It gives you air quality warnings. So that is all in the Tesla software. They got everything, dude. They got everything. I mean, it really is. Teslas are an amazing product. You drive a Tesla car, man. I don't know how I'm going to go back to any other company, any other car. Like the moment you get it's not just a Cybertruck, Model 3, Model Y, whatever it is. The moment you start driving those vehicles, and then you get into like a friend's car, which is like a freaking Toyota or something, you just look around and you go, what the hell is going on in here? You drive this? This is what you drive on a daily basis, this car? And it's not even like arrogant, like, oh, my car is better than yours. It's like you have to drive it. Like you have to turn the steering wheel. You have to you have like 1,000 buttons in front of you. What do all these buttons do? You have to put gas in this thing. It's like once you own a Tesla, you can't imagine using anything else. It's like getting the iPhone. Like once you get an iPhone, it's like, I'm not going to get an Android. What are you, crazy? But at the same time, iPhones aren't better than Android because of features and functionality. Androids clearly have better features and functionality. It's more of a vibe thing. Tesla is better because it's better features and functionality. iPhone, the only reason I don't get an Android is because of vibes. As crazy as that sounds. Chinese cars are better and cheaper than Tesla, says Dwayne Eck. If that is the case, Dwayne Eck, if Chinese cars are better and cheaper than Tesla, then tell me why the Tesla Model Y is one of the best-selling cars in China. What are the best-selling cars in China? If that is true, Dwayne, if Chinese cars are better and cheaper than Tesla, why is it the third best-selling car in China is the Tesla Model Y? If they're better and cheaper, then Tesla wouldn't be the third best-selling car, would it? I asked, what are the best-selling cars in China? Number 3, Tesla Model Y. I mean, numbers don't lie, baby. There's got to be a reason it's the third best-selling car in China. There's not a single BYD car above Tesla in China. So, and it's not like they have some sort of bias for like they want to buy American things over Chinese things. No, they probably hate us as much. I mean, we don't hate the... It's a rivalry. U.S. makes it nearly impossible to buy them. Well, that's a separate point from your original point. Your original point was Chinese cars are better and cheaper. If that's true, then why is Tesla the number 3 selling car in China? Teslas are excellent vehicles. Excellent vehicles. The Cybertruck is the best car I've ever driven in my entire life. And it's not even close. What's 1 and 2? The Geely Guillaume Jingyan. Never heard of. Number 2 is Wuling Honggang Mini EV. Those are 1 and 2. Number 3 is a Tesla Model Y. Tesla's way better. They have full self-driving, very strong. Full self-driving is incredible in the Tesla. Incredible. I full self-drove all the way to the airport today and all the way back. Didn't touch the steering wheel once. I did it in Mad Max mode because I wanted to get home with time to make coffee. I also want to wrap my Cybertruck in matte black so it matches my Yeti. I feel like that'd be pretty sick if they matched. Didn't touch the steering wheel once. Did it in Mad Max mode, so the car drove like this, in and out of lanes, so I can get home in time to make a coffee before the live stream. Incredible. Incredible. I can't stress. There's some products you own that are just incredible. Teslas are one of them. Have you ever had a scary moment in FSD? Been driving FSD for a year now, full time. I mean, there are times where it breaks differently than human beings do. And what I mean by that is, like, I feel human beings, when they break, it's a lot more gradual and you do it way ahead of time. The way FSD works is it starts breaking like 1 second later than human beings normally do. So there's just times where you're like, is it going to start breaking? And it starts breaking. It's not like it breaks extra hard. It just breaks at a slightly different time than when humans do. And for a split second, your heart goes a little faster. It's like, but it never never messes up. Like, you never messes up. I saw people that have Tesla insurance complain that Mad Max raised their insurance rates. Is that true? Because I'm on Mad Max all the time. Is my insurance going up? I don't know. I haven't really looked at that to see if it's going up because of Mad. I don't think so. I don't think they can do that. I think it's like illegal in California to... I don't know. Geely is a parent company of Volvo. It is? In Polestar? Really? Isn't Volkswagen, or isn't Volvo German? But Geely's Chinese. Is Geely... Yeah, let me see. Is Geely a Chinese company? Volvo's German, I thought. No? Geely's Chinese. Does Geely own Volvo? Geely owns Volvo. They acquired it from Ford. So is Volvo a Chinese company? If you're asking, is Volvo a Chinese company, the accurate answer is structurally, yes. Operationally, no. Interesting. Is Veggie 32 here today? Veggie was here today. BYD has been outselling Tesla globally. Has BYD been outselling Tesla globally recently? Let's see if Marxis is telling the truth or lying. Yes, BYD is currently outselling Tesla in certain key metrics and regions. BYD captured 15.4 global % of battery electric vehicles market share in Q3 compared to Tesla's 13%. Never driven a BYD, so I don't know. Veggie did it all today. He got a ban. He engaged in chat. He laughed. He cried. Now he left. Veggie's a character. I don't think I can ever ban Veggie. I don't think I can ever ban Veggie. I think we got to keep Veggie around. Even though he says some absolutely ridiculous, absurd stuff, I think we need to keep Veggie around. I think. I'm not a laptop sticker guy. I don't put stickers on my laptop. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to put this somewhere. Where do I put this sticker on? Do I put it on like a notebook or something? I think stickers on laptops are cringe. All right, guys, we've been going for 2 hours. We built a little today. We chatted. We debated. We laughed. We lived. We cried. Fridge? Nah, can't do fridge. Can't put even stickers on the fridge. Forehead? You think so? How'd that look? Jake Bananas. Yeah, that's a good look. Even Mercedes is somewhat Chinese on its structure. What? No way. Is Mercedes Chinese? No, Mercedes is not Chinese. Mercedes is a German corporation, headquarters Germany, founded in Germany, governed under German corporate laws. It is publicly traded. The biggest single shareholders are Kuwait and Li Shifu, who is a Chinese. So the biggest individual shareholders are Chinese. But it's not a Chinese company. They do not control the company. Sticker on a car. Actually, that would look nice. That would look nice. Right there on the black Yeti. That is a nice look. But I don't know about stickers on a Yeti. Because I put this in the dishwasher every day, so I can't do that. Stickers on laptops has a tiny effect on theft potential. What, as if people don't steal laptops with stickers on them? Is that what it is? Mercedes has never been American. Make a Christmas ornament with the sticker. Yeah, I wouldn't stay on after I wash it. Greetings from Sweden. Love your content, bro. Keep going. Thank you, Mod1R1R85. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's very nice of you. Shout out Sweden. I want to go to Sweden. Next year, I want to go to Sweden. Next year, I want to go to Sweden. Even if you think it's cringe, put it on your laptop. No, but I don't want to be cringe, bro. I don't want to be cringe. I want to put on... What if I put it on a notebook? If I put it on a notebook? I feel like that won't be bad on a notebook, like right there. I don't know. Find something to put on. I think it's cool, though. I think the t-shirt's cool. Isn't the t-shirt cool? Kind of a cool t-shirt. Clean black, fits well. I like it. This was a fun one, guys. I'm running on 0 energy. I've been chugging coffee the entire time. A few things. Vibe Coding Academy. If you want Claude Code Masterclass, if you want weekly calls with me, if you want to hang out, ask me questions anytime, DM me anytime, Vibe Coding Academy, link down below, join that. If you haven't yet, turn on notifications. All 74 people here, turn on notifications. New video going live probably tomorrow. Turn on notifications. But the best way to support me, there's a free way and there's a paid way. The best free way to support me, the moment I drop any videos, just pop it open, leave a like, watch it to the end. Best way to support me for free. Thank you very much. You're going to drive a murdered out Cybertruck in Mad Max mode. Now you're worried about cringe. It's a good point. It's a good point. I guess people who drive Cybertrucks can't really be like, oh, I hate cringe. Is there anything more cringe than being a Cybertruck owner? I mean, I am one, so it is what it is. It's a good point, Carson Black. If XAI gave me a job over the weekend, I would have put this on my Cybertruck, but they didn't give me a job over the weekend, so that's on them. A lot of people ask me that. Would you go back to the corporate world if one of these AI companies offered you a job? I feel like it'd be sick to be like a head of developer relations for one of these companies, like kind of the face of like the content and getting developers onto the app. I think that'd be sick. If they offered me over the weekend, I'd put this on my car, my Cybertruck, but they didn't. So humble me. I don't care. Good for them. How do I update Claude Code and VS Code terminal? It doesn't have Opus 4.5. I think you just do like /update or something. I think it's like /update. Ask ChatGPT, it'll tell you. I think it's like /update and it does it. Claude Masterclass or Claude Code Max Sub? Masterclass. The class, the whole recorded class I have in there. Whole recorded class I have in there. Beginning to end, you build an app in 21 days. If you join the Vibe Coding Academy, you will build an entire AI app in 21 days. I guarantee it, or your money back. There you go. That's the pitch. That's the pitch. It's been fun. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the incredible questions. Everyone asked amazing questions. We have the best community. The FinFam community on here is the best. The best. Show comments on stage. What does that mean? Chat overlay lets you display live comments directly on your stream. So what happens if I hit this? Oh, wow. Do we like this? Do we want the chat on the screen? Is this going to make people want to chat more if the chat's on the screen? The best community, the best trolls, the best... I guess it would be good for like replayability. So when people watch the replay, the live stream, they can see the chat. Oh, I like it now because you can see the Twitch chat in here as well. Everyone on YouTube can see the Twitch chat now. I think we'll roll with this moving forward. The only problem is there's some troll comments I ignore, and now they're just going to be on the screen. Whatever. Yes, we can max screen iPad to see the chat, bigger screen. All right. We're going to go chat on the screen now. I wish we can go another 2 hours right now so we can test out this chat on the screen. How do you paste in the CLI? An extension is just Control V. Client seems to work. I do Command C, Command V. Works for me with the CLI. I like it. I could close the chat window until I want to type a response. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to roll with it. What is that? What's that? Why is there a question mark next to Slender Morris Furnishings? I don't know. Whatever. Because he has a question mark in the comment? Is that why? Careful. Twitch has rules about chat on screen. Just may want to verify if it's okay with their terms of service. I have like 2 viewers on Twitch. They ban me. Whatever. We're trying to build the Twitch community. I'm trying to build Twitch organically. I'm not talking about the Twitch community. I'm not like promoting it anywhere. I just want to see if I can get people from Twitch to start watching. All right, guys, it's been good. I got to eat. I haven't eaten yet today. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't eaten yet today. I should eat. It's probably an important thing to do. I haven't slept. I haven't eaten. Probably should do that. Love you all. Thanks for watching. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're probably not doing it this Friday. I have to go to a wedding in Mexico. So I probably want to try to get sunlight for the first time in like 5 months when I'm in Mexico. But we will be back Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I think that's what that is. It is 1:11 p.m. right now where I am. It is 1:12 p.m. right now where I am. Shout out to the community. This is only fun because of the chat and the people that come in here and ask good questions and troll and say funny things. Shout out Veggie32. First person to get the timeout. Came back stronger than ever. Shout out everyone here. Dallas, W3E, Dwayne, Frozen Fusion, P3V, Phantom Platypus, Ali Catales, Mod1R1R85, Slender Morse Furnishings, Modeleered, Dianya.com, Edichka, SN Bart 0, Dwayne, D-Will, Amaya, Carson Black, Duke Duger, Dwayne. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Martsis, Senior Crespo, Jake Bananas. It's a great name, Jake Bananas. Bronco Lane. Appreciate you. Senior Crespo. Thank you. Thank you for coming and chatting and having fun. HHDG151515. I appreciate you all. Cattails like cocktails, but with a cat. Alley Cattails. Sorry, I keep mispronouncing it. Apologies. Sorry about that. Alley Cattails. What's your Twitch username? I'll follow. I don't know. Alex Finn. Search for Alex Finn. I'm sure you'll find me. Alex, you're an inspiration to many. Thank you. Okay, California. I thought you were in New York. I was in New York. I moved to California. Love you all. Thanks for joining. You make this a blast. You make this the most fun job in the entire world. I love you all. I will see you next time. New video dropping soon. Notifications on. Leave a like. All that. Oh, I can do different sizes. We can do tall. We can do wide. I think I like tall. Font, medium, big. Do we go big? Do we go tall and big? Big and tall? I think we like big and tall. Clap it up. Everyone clap it up. Appreciate you all. Love you all. See you Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific. See you tomorrow for a brand new video. Maybe tonight if I feel crazy, want to drop it tonight. Love you all. See you soon. Keep vibe coding something. Vibe code something. Build something tonight with AI. It's my challenge to you. Build something with AI. Love you all. Talk soon.